Usually, that might come to our. Yes. You good? Yeah, yeah. So it's real. This is the ISUPK, started on West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander YAHANNA. Established in 1969, and we're affiliated with any other fake Hebrew Israelite group out there, Christian Church, Islam, any other wicked religion organization on planet Earth. Welcome to the closing of the Feast of Purim. And what we're gonna get into tonight is the last half of the book of Esther, which chapters 6 to 10. We're gonna get to the best part of the book of Esther. Let me know when you will have the scripture. Anybody got any questions? Comments? No, what? Man, it's been a minute since I've been up here.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and read.
Start from. This is the book of Esther, chapter 6 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
On that night could not the king sleep, and he commanded to bring the book of the records of the chronicles, and they were read before the king. Verse 2. And it was found written that Mordecai had told of Bigthana and Zeresh.
Oh, hey, Kyle,
Good.
Can you keep up with the chat? Oh,
I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Oh.
You got it on paper, right?
Yeah.
So you see it? What's like my bad?
Book. Two of the king's chamberlains, the keepers of the door, whom sought to lay hand on the king Ahasuerus. Verse 3. And the king said, what honor and dignity hath been done to Mordecai for this? Then said the king's servant that ministered unto him, there is nothing done for him. Verse 4. And the king said, who is in the court? Now Haman was come into the outer court of the king's house.
So Haman, Haman, the Agagite. Haman didn't like Mordecai. So Haman was basically your typical, Haman was an Edomite, right?
Well,
Persian. So Haman was as we call it, as a hater.
Mm-hmm.
He was a hater. Because Mordecai was getting all the attention, Mordecai was getting power, and Haman was just in the background. And he wasn't getting the attention. Well, let's keep reading.
Come. To speak unto the king, to hang Mordecai on the gallows that he...
Hold on, he did what? What did he say?
To speak unto the king, to hang Mordecai on the gallows.
So Haman was going to speak to the king to get Mordecai hanged on the gallows. Anybody know what the gallows is? I know you know, Carl.
Good.
Anybody know what the gallows is? Okay, I'll give y'all a hint. Back in the, back in like the 1800s, when you commit a crime, a heinous crime, what did they used to do? How did they used to persecute people that commit heinous crimes? They hang them. So if you ever play the game Hangman, the little thing look like a one, something like that, and then got the little rope. That's a gallows. So Haman was trying to get Mordecai hung. Why? Mordecai didn't commit no crime. Mordecai didn't do anything. That's just like the white man today. The white man hate us for who we are. We ain't gotta commit no crimes. We ain't gotta be no criminals. Same way this stinking, disgusting heathen right here wanted to hang Mordecai and wanted to get this brother killed, the same way the white man want to kill us today. So this is nothing new. Every heathen wants to see us die. Every heathen, no matter if it's the Africans, no matter if it's the the Chinese, the Asians, they don't like us like that, man. Why? We ain't got to commit crimes against these people. This is because we God chosen people. And Haman hated Mordecai because he's God's chosen people. Period.
Oh God. Verse 5. And the king's servant said unto him, Behold, Haman stand up in the court. And the king said, Let him come in. Verse 6. So Haman came in, and the king said unto him, What shall be done unto the man whom the king delighteth to honor? Now Haman thought in his heart, to whom would the king delight to do honor more than to myself? Verse 7. And Haman answered the king, For the man whom the king delighteth to honor. Verse 8. Let the royal apparel be brought, which the king useth to wear, and the horse that the king rideth upon.
Ooh, boy, Haman was hot. I know he was getting hot. Mordecai was getting all these gifts. Mordecai was getting all his honor. Keep reading.
And the crown royal which is set upon his head. Verse 9. And let this apparel and horse be delivered to the hand of one of the king's most noble princes, that they may array the man withal whom the king delighteth to honor, and bring him on horseback through the street of the city, and proclaim before him, Thus shall it be done to the man whom the king delighteth to honor.
So this the whole time they talk about, when they say the man, they talk about Mordecai. That's who they talking about. This is what the scripture is talking about. And Haman, he's just hot. He pissed. He tried to convince the king to hang him, because he don't want him to take his spot. This is what's going on. He's taking Haman's spot. This is what it is. This is all, it's basically, Haman hating on Mordecai. Keep reading.
Oh God. Verse 10. Then the king said to Haman, Make haste, and take the apparel and the horse, as thou hast said, and do even so to Mordecai the Jew, that sitteth at the king's gate. Let nothing fail of all that thou hast spoken. Verse 11. Then took Haman the apparel and the horse, and arrayed Mordecai, and brought him on horseback through the street of the city, and proclaimed before him, Thus shall it be done unto the man whom the king delighteth to honor.
Look up the word delight, somebody. This whole story, this chapter right here is basically Mordecai is, he's getting anointed. It's like he's getting anointed right now. He's getting the crown, he's getting the garment, he's getting everything. He's basically, he's getting all the honor, all the attention for what, he did. But really, all the glory belongs to the Lord. Let me know what somebody got.
Okay.
You got it.
Delight is the third person singular simple present indicative form of the verb delight. It means to give great pleasure, satisfaction, or enjoyment, or to cause someone to be very happy.
Keep reading.
Oh God. Verse 12. And Mordecai came again to the king's gate, but Haman hastened to his house mourning, and having his head covered.
Haman was sad. He was sick. He was sick. Keep reading.
Verse 13. And Haman told Zeresh, his wife, and all his friends, everything that had befallen him. Then said his wise men and Zeresh his wife unto him, If Mordecai be of the seed of the Jews, before whom thou hast begun to fall, thou shalt not prevail against him, but shalt surely fall before him. Verse 14. And while they were yet talking with them, came the king's chamberlains, and hastened to bring Haman unto the banquet that Esther had prepared. The book of Esther, chapter 7, and verse 1. So the king and Haman came to banquet with Esther the queen. Verse 2. And the king said again unto Esther on the second day at the banquet of wine, what is thy petition, Queen Esther? And it shall be granted thee. And what is thy request? And it shall be performed, even to the half of the kingdom. Verse 3. Then Esther the queen answered and said, if I have found favor in thy sight, O king, and if it please the king, let my life be given me at my petition, and my people at my request.
So this whole thing is basically Esther. Esther is basically not preventing. Esther is basically trying to save her people. This was a righteous sister. This is what they don't read in the Christian church. The Christian church, they don't read the book of Esther. They don't read the book of Ruth. They don't know these stories about how sisters was, got to save the people, save the Jews. God chose the people. But a lot of Christians don't understand the book of Esther. You go to a Christian right now and be like, hey, have you read the book of Esther? What book is that? I don't know what book that is. Never heard of it. They don't read. They don't read in the church, man. And here we read out of all the books. Now there's the book of Esther, the book of Ruth, the book of Matthew, the book of Lamentations. We read the whole Bible, basically. We go back and forth. Christian church only reads certain scriptures. And they read the same scriptures over and over and over and over again. They don't even read the Apocrypha. You ever church reading the Apocrypha? Anybody?
If I could, they started making New Testament Bibles. They don't read the Old Testament at all.
Damn, that's crazy. White man's the devil. White man's the devil. These bastards here, man, they trying to, change the Bible a million times. No matter how much the white man try to change the Bible, the truth is still gonna prevail, no matter what. The white man he can ban the Bible, he can ban it. Still, the truth is still gonna come out. The truth is still gonna prevail. Because ain't nothing stronger than the truth. The truth is the strongest thing on the planet. There's nothing more powerful than the truth. No matter how many lies the white man try to make up, no matter how many times he tried to tamper with the Bible, change the scriptures.
Hey, keep running.
No matter how much he try to change the scriptures, the truth is still going to prevail. It's going to prevail. And you said they trying to create. What about
they already got it.
The only New Testament? That's basically the slave Bible. Ain't no Psalms. Shoot, they love Psalms 23. They love Psalms 23. They took away Psalms 23. Boy, the Christian church is the house of Satan. And our people shouldn't be going in no Christian church because they don't read the book of Esther. They don't read these scriptures. They don't know the Bible. They don't know anything.
Smaller person.
So they don't read the scriptures in the church. They don't read these scriptures. They don't know these scriptures. They don't know about Malachi. Even if they do, they only know certain parts. They don't know the whole mission of Malachi and Esther.
The book of Esther, chapter 7, verse 4. For we are sold, I and my people, to be destroyed, to be slain, and to perish. But if we had been sold for bondmen and bondwomen, I had held my tongue.
No, read that part again.
But if we had been sold for bondmen and bondwomen, I had held my tongue. Although the enemy could not countervail the king's damage.
Mm. So Esther was saving the Jews.
Mm-hmm.
Look what she was doing. This is her whole reason why she married this heathen, was to save her people. Keep reading.
Verse 5. Then the king Ahasuerus answered and said unto Esther the queen, who is he, and where is he, that durst presume in his heart to do so? Verse 6. And Esther said, the adversary and enemy is this wicked Haman.
Ooh, hold on. Read that again.
And Esther said, the adversary and enemy is this wicked Haman.
Haman was a goddamn hater, man. He was hating on Mordecai. And the whole time he tried to get Mordecai home. And what did Esther say? This is a real sister right here. This is a real sister right here. Keep read that again.
Okay. Verse 6. And Esther said, the adversary and enemy is this wicked Haman. Then Haman was afraid before the king and the queen.
And Haman was right there. He was out there. Haman right there was shitting bricks. He was scared because he knew he messed up. He knew he messed up. He knew he did. Keep reading.
Oh God. Verse 7. And the king, arising from the banquet of wine in his wrath, went into the place guard, it went into the palace garden. And Haman stood up to make request for his life to Esther the queen.
Chapter 7.
Chapter 7, verse 7.
Oh, okay.
For he saw that there was evil determined against him by the king.
So he knew it was evil because he was trying to kill Mordecai to get him hung on the gallows. But see, this is one thing that these heathens don't understand about messing with the Lord's people. Everything these heathens try to do, it always backfires on them. Look what the white man did. He dropped drugs in our neighborhood. Now you got devils that's what? ODing on fentanyl. They peel heads. Everything that these heathens try to do, everything they try to do against God's chosen people, it always backfire on them back. And that's how dumb these heathens is, because this been going on since the beginning of time. You mess with the Lord's people, you're gonna pay for it. It's gonna backfire on you. It's always gonna backfire on you. This is what the white man don't understand. The white man think he's on top, think he got all the power. He just don't know that he's losing power right now as we speak. America is falling. America is going to be destroyed. Why? Because what they did to the Lord's chosen people. Even the scripture said that these bastards went too damn far. They went too damn far. And the Lord is not going to show no mercy on these devils. The same way, what's the damn Haman. Haman is not going to get showed no mercy for messing with Mordecai. Keep reading.
Okay.
So like, anybody got any questions? All right. Keep reading.
Verse 8. Then the king returned out of the palace garden into the place of the banquet of wine. And Haman was fallen upon the bed whereon Esther was. Then said the king, will he force the queen also before me in the house? As the word went out of the king's mouth, they covered Haman's face.
They call him. This is what happens. This is what happens when you mess with the Lord's people. Everything you try to do is going to backfire. These heathens do not understand. I just think, these heathens is a group of, they're just a bunch of dummies. You're just messing with the Lord's people, especially the white man. The white man is the most ignorant bastard on the planet. And if you don't know white people dumb, just look how they running everything. They poison the water, they poison the food that we breathe, that they breathe. You put pesticide in the food. These people are a dumb race of people. And what they don't understand is you messing with the Lord's people, you're gonna pay for it. Keep reading.
Verse 9. And Harbona, one of the chamberlains, said before the king, behold also the gallows 50 cubits high, which Haman had made for Mordecai.
So the same gallows that this bastard built to hang Mordecai. This bastard's gonna get hung. He basically just created his own death. So like, he read it.
Who has spoken good for the king, stand up in the house of Haman. Then the king said, hang him thereon.
Oh, what did the king say?
Hang him thereon.
He getting hung on his own gallows that he built. This is what happens to you stinking, disgusting heathens when you mess with the Lord's people, especially you damn devils. This is what happens. This is the consequences when you mess with the Lord's people. And all you Christians, filthy Christians, you gotta understand, we can't love these people because these people do not love us back. The same spirit that this bastard got on him is the same spirit that these heathens got on him today. Keep reading.
Verse 10. So they hanged him.
They what?
They hanged him.
They hung this bastard. They hung him. That's what he get. Keep reading.
On the gallows they had prepared for Mordecai.
He got hung on his own gallows that he prepared for Mordecai. Payback's a dog, man. That's what happens. See, if you want to get justice, let these people walk into their own trap. We don't have to fight the white man. We ain't got to go to war with these people. They gonna kill each other. They gonna kill each other. This is what happens. This is the end result of when you mess with God chosen people. You want to plan and plot and scheme, try to take us out. The Lord gonna take you out. It's gonna backfire on you. Read that part again. I don't think they heard this part. I don't think they heard this part.
Verse 10. So they hanged Haman on a gallows that he had prepared for Mordecai.
Keep reading.
Then was the king's wrath pacified.
Yes, it was pacified. Same way when these devils get knocked out, our wrath is going to be pacified. The Lord's wrath is going to be pacified, and we're going to be free. When these devils is in chains, and we got them in dog cages, in the same way they did us, we're going to do them double. Only thing we ain't going to be sleeping with their women. We ain't going to be doing none of that. That's disgusting. You should out there laying with a dog. You nasty. I'm sorry. We ain't gonna be laying with these heathens, but they is gonna get their backs whipped. They gonna be out there picking cotton in the hot sun, and they ain't gonna get no sunscreen either. They gonna be sunburns, they gonna get everything. Along with all the stinking Africans too, they gonna be out there. They gonna the Arabs, they gonna be out there too. Yeah, they all gonna be out there picking cotton, sugar cane. They're gonna be shoe shining. They're gonna be shining boots. They're gonna be doing everything. Everything that we doing today, they're gonna be doing. They're gonna be picking our trash. They're gonna be driving our buses. They're gonna be doing everything. It's like, keep it.
Oh, God.
You got something?
How
Top. Anybody got any questions, comments? Y'all want to raise our hand, man? Dang. Good.
all folks.
Oh yeah. Right, damn right. All foes, man. All foes. That's actually the natural state of these damn Edomites. They actually walk on all foes. If you go back and look at the nature of white people, they used to walk on all foes.
I was making a comment. We was at the store the other day, and we was at the dollar store. It was a white lady. She was digging in the trash can for food, and I was like, she was like digging for, and then he said, "Till it's all the way at the bottom. She got to go all the way to the bottom." Then I was like, why? She was just picking out in front of the store, just picking in the trash for food.
That's so disgusting, man. Don't tell me what's in that trash, neither, man. But you know, these heathens, they nasty anyway, man. I work with a whole bunch, like a sidebar, I work with a whole bunch of Hamites. That African funk is deadly. Salaki. That African funk is deadly. It's deadly. I think they got the white man. I think they smell worse than. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Man, it's nothing but Hamites in it. And we're in a hot warehouse. You know, Africans and heat do not go together. Salaki.
The book of Esther, chapter 8, and verse 1. On that day did the king Ahasuerus give the house of Haman, the Jews' enemy, unto Esther the queen.
So everything that, what's the name again? Come on. Haman. Give the name. It's like Haman. He basically, everything that he had was being handed over to Esther. So everything that this bastard had is been handed over to the Jews. Same way when America formed. Everything the white man got, it's gonna be handed over to us. We're gonna take everything back. Everything. Including their freedom. Because they ain't gonna be free. It's like, keep reading.
And Mordecai came before the king, for Esther had told what he was unto her. Verse 2. And the king took off his ring, which he had taken from Haman, and gave it unto Mordecai. And Esther set Mordecai over the house of Haman.
Keep reading.
Verse 3. And Esther spake yet again before the king, and fell down at his feet, and besought him with tears to put away the mischief of Haman, the Agagite, and his device that he had devised against the Jews. Verse 4.
So basically, Haman was just plotting on Mordecai and the Jews. Basically, he just wanted to wipe out the children of Israel. Is basically what he was trying to do. And it came back and backfired on him. This is what he gets. You can't be messing with the Lord's people and think you're going to get away with it. The white man already think he getting away with it. He ain't getting away with it. He know he paying. He know he got to pay for it. That's why they so scared of us now. They so scared of us coming together. They think we gonna, put them in slavery, which we are gonna put them in slavery anyway. Scripture even say. But they don't want to be out there picking no damn cotton like we do. They don't want to be working these horrible jobs. Shoot, imagine McDonald's. You going to McDonald's, it ain't nothing but devils in there. I don't want them making my burger. Salakia, I do not want them making my burger. Hell no. You want to McDonald's, it ain't nothing but devils in that mud. You know, they be digging in their booty and everything, man. Nah, man, you folks, man, folks just try to do it.
They use the bathroom and don't wash their hands.
Oh my God. I see that all the time.
I was at the gas station not too long ago, and I had went in there to use the bathroom. I'm in the store, and some devil come in there, and no, my bad. He was already in there. He was up the urinal. I walked past him to the store. He walked out before I walked out. I walked out right after him. I washed my hands. He didn't wash his hands. I watched him standing at the damn donut thing, get wrapped on it with his bare hands. Nasty.
People is disgusting, man. And then you got black Christians talking about, yeah, man, we all the same. These folks don't believe in sanitary. These folks are not clean. Good.
I was watching some on Facebook. It was like some men and women, white men and women. They were talking about like why black people use washcloths, and they was like, we'll never use a washcloth. That's nasty. And then I was thinking like, well, y'all washing y'all body, all this what y'all mean? Like, how did that look? Like, that's why I don't shake their hands.
Yeah.
Like, they was like, they said only poor people use washcloths.
I think I know what you're talking about. I think I was watching a video of that, man.
Yeah, it's like only poor people wash them with washcloths. And they was like, well, we use our hands. I'm like, oh.
I tell you, rich white folks is nasty. They the most disgusting, trifling people around. Good.
Well, I could. They said they don't gotta wash their legs because the water run down. I said the water runs down in the legs anyway. And it was another one. A white man said he ain't gotta wash none of his armpits and his
Oh, that's nasty.
That's
basically a wash up.
He said a man don't have to do nothing but wash his bra and his armpits. That's what he said.
He's taking a whole bath, man. It's a whole bath, man. Right. Dang. Right. That is disgusting, man. Good.
So then she was like, well, you wash your body first, and then you wash your hands, you wash your face. And I'm like, well, if you just use your hand to wash your body, why would you wash your face? Like, I didn't get that.
I don't understand how the hell do you wash your face with your hand?
Lord knows I wash it, man.
Man, dude, I do not like going nowhere after these. I don't like going to the water fountain without these people. No, they so nasty. It's like these heathens, period, man. It ain't just the white man. The African, I'm telling you somebody, damn Hamites. I work with a bunch of these bastards. These bastards go and take a whole bath in the bathroom before they come to work. I seen like 2 or 3 of them in the stall. They doing this in the stall with hand soap.
Yeah.
Like, damn, did you wash your ass before you came to work? Y'all ever work with some Hamites? Nobody work with no Hamites.
I used to work with one from Libya. He was cool people, you know what I'm saying? Just talking, he was cool. But bro, the smell, like, so I worked at Walmart in Alachua County, Florida, the Walmart distribution center. So we in the warehouse. It's hot, and we inside the trailer. It's hotter.
Ooh, Lord.
And bro, the smell inside the trailer, I couldn't stand the white work. It make me gag, bro.
Yeah, it make your eyes watering. That's how strong it is.
Man.
Especially the females, boy, they smell like boiled onions. Boy, ooh, Lord. Boiled gone to really hot shit. That's what they smell like. Excuse my language.
So like, not to dwell on stick
No,
too long. This last one. You know, a lot of them don't believe in using toilet paper. So what they do is they take water bottles in the bathroom and splash, you know. They be splashing, you know, after they boo. They don't believe in toilet paper at all.
Oh man, most hey Christ, I'm glad I'm not a heathen. Boy, he is disgusting. Anybody got anything else? Who you think? Question, comment?
Sure, you put it in the chat.
Hey, you know, I'm putting the chat again. Okay,
Go.
set it up again. Question.
Go. Verse 4. Then the king held out the golden scepter towards Esther. So Esther arose and stood before the king. Verse 5, and said, if it please the king, and I have found favor in his sight, and the king seemed right before the king, and the thing seemed right before the king, and I be pleasing in his eyes, let it be written to avert the letters devised by Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite.
So the Agagite, you said Agagite Persians, right? I thought they were Edomites.
No, Agagite are Persian. They're actually technically a type of Midianite. They're descendants of Midian.
So it's basically part of Ham, right?
No, they're descendants of Abraham, but they're Persian. They like Arabs. They're type.
Oh, okay. I had to, yeah, because I knew it. Wow, it's been a minute. Yeah, Kiwi. It's like,
You're thinking of Agag.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Agag, the leader of the Edom, leader of the Amalekites. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Good.
Come. Which he wrote to destroy the Jews which are in all the king's provinces. Verse 6. For how can I endure to see the evil that shall come unto my people? Or how can I endure to see the destruction of my kindred?
See, this is what this sister was thinking. She was like, I got all this power. I'm in this seat. I'll be wrong if I see my people being. Read it again. It's like,
Come. Verse 7. It's like verse 6. For how can I endure to see the evil that shall come unto my people?
she was saying, man, how can I endure all this evil that's coming to my people? Like, I wouldn't be able to sleep, get no sleep at night. I wouldn't be able to have no peace while all this evil is getting done to my own people. Period.
Or how can I endure to see the destruction of my kindred?
See, like, how can I even endure to see my people being destroyed? This is a real sister right here. You look at today, sisters, you see sisters that's in power, they don't give a damn about us. They don't give a damn about us. See, they say you a broke nigga, you ain't nothing. You know, they don't give a damn. Even our black leaders, Jesse Jackson and all them bastards, the NCAA, CP and Congressional Black Caucus, man, they hate us, man. They don't give a damn about us, man. They know they see all the destruction that's going on and all the evil that's done towards us. They don't give a damn. We are piss poor in this place. We ain't got nothing. We don't own anything. Majority homeless. It's just we oppressed, and our black leaders don't give a damn. But this sister did. This sister gave a damn. Keep reading.
Or how can I endure to see the destruction of my kindred? Verse 7.
She's like, how can I even see the destruction of my own family? Like, she understood that me turning my back on my own people, I'll be dead wrong. I know she understood that the Lord will punish her if she didn't follow the orders that Mordecai gave her. Keep reading.
Verse 7. Then the king Ahasuerus said unto Esther, the queen, and to Mordecai the Jew, behold, I have given Esther the house of Haman, and it's like, and him they have hanged upon the gallows, because he laid his hand upon the Jew.
He what? Hold on, what did Haman do?
Because he laid his hand upon the Jew.
This is what happens to you stinking, disgusting heathens when you lay your hands on the Jews, the real Jews, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. This is what happens to you disgusting bastards when you want to lay your hands on God's chosen people. You think you're not going to pay for it, but you are. You might be up right now, you winning, you got everything, all this stuff, but in the snap of a finger, you're going to fall. White man got so much damn pride. Y'all see what Donald Trump doing. Donald Trump, he just signing orders. He's signing the orders away. He's signing everything. Eventually, this devil is going to lose his goddamn mind. It's coming. This thing, these white folks think Trump is the savior. They think he's the great white hope. He's actually destroying this place as we speak. Think Joe Biden did bad? No, Trump gonna do even worse. Trump just got so much pride, he run his mouth too goddamn much. He talk too much. But it's cool, because these devils gonna pay for it. Ain't they right? Yeah, keep reading.
Verse 8. Write ye also for the Jews, as it liketh you, in the king's name, and seal it with the king's ring, for the writing which is written in the king's name, and seal with the king's ring, make no man reverse.
This can't be reversed. So that means nobody cannot touch the Jews. And this is signed by the king, and it can't be reversed. Meaning that this can never be changed. Once this is sealed, it's sealed forever. Keep reading.
Verse 9. Then were the king's scribes called at that time in the 3rd month, that is, the month Sivan, on the 23rd day thereof. And it was written according to all that Mordecai commanded unto the Jews and unto the lieutenants and the deputies and rulers of the provinces, which are from India unto Ethiopia, and 127 provinces. Unto every province according to the writing thereof, and unto every people after their language, and to the Jews according to their writing, and according to their language.
This is the reward that the Lord gives us when we being righteous. When we keep the law, statutes, and commandments, the Lord will take everything from these heathens and give it to us. The reason why we ain't got none because we broke the law. We had everything. We had rulership. We want to follow out the other gods. We want to be with the heathens. We want to do what they want to do. We want to eat pork and all that stuff. Lord said, okay, all right, nigga, you want to keep playing? I'm going to take everything from you. You want to serve these stinking heathens? All right, I'm going to give them the power. And then see how they treat you. This is why we going to do what we're going to do right now, because we didn't follow the rules. Back in this time, Jews followed the rules and got everything. All because of Mordecai. Did everything exactly the Lord told him to do. And look what happened. Keep reading.
Verse 10. And he wrote in the king Ahasuerus' name, and sealed it with the king's ring, and sent letters by post on horseback, and riders on mules, camels, and young dromadaries. Verse 11. Wherein the king granted the Jews which were in every city to gather themselves together, and to stand for their life, to destroy, to slay, and to cause to perish all the power of the people and province that would assault them. both little ones and women, and to take the spoil of them for a prey. Verse 12. Upon one day in all the provinces of King Ahasuerus, namely, upon the 13th day of the 12th month, which is the month Adar. In verse 13, the copy of the writing for a commandment to be given in every province was published unto our people.
Read verse 8, right? I mean, chapter 8, right?
Chapter 8, verse 13. And that the Jews should be ready against that day to avenge themselves on their armies. Verse 14. So the post that rode upon mules and camels went out, being hastened and pressed on by the king's commandment. And the decree was given at Shushan the palace. Verse 15. And Mordecai went out from the presence of the king in royal apparel of blue and white, and with a great crown of gold.
Man, you mean to tell me Mordecai wasn't happy? This is what Haman wanted. This was supposed to be him. But Mordecai did exactly what the Lord told him to do, and the Lord rewarded him at the end. This is what happens when we follow the rules. We do exactly what the Lord said. The Lord rewards you at the end. When you want to be disobedient, then the Lord gonna punish you. Christians don't understand how the Lord works because they too busy in the damn church, yelling and singing and running down the damn aisle, thinking they got the Holy Ghost and knowing they got a damn demon on them, shaking and having fake seizures in the church and fake crying, twerking. They doing all this BS. They doing all this instead of reading the scriptures, instead of understanding the Bible. The damn church is a freak show. You want to go to a comedy show? Just go to church. Please, just go to church. Just sit there and you'll watch a sister have a fake Holy Ghost or whatever the hell they call it. But she really just got a damn legion on her. Going crazy, losing her mind, singing, and she's speaking in tongues, whatever they call it. I don't know what the hell they say. This is a bunch of jibby jabber. Sound like a damn 2-year-old trying to talk. Basically, that's what they sound like. But they don't read these scriptures, man. And this is the end reward when you be obedient to the Lord. The Lord don't give a damn about your love. He don't give a damn about how much money you got, how much respect you got. The Lord care about obedience. That's all the Lord give a damn about. If you ain't obedient to the Lord will take everything from you, including your life. Or he'll take everybody out that's around you, your family, to get you to understand, don't play with me. That's what the Lord gonna do. Christians don't understand because they too busy in the church singing and talking about God is all good, God is all love, which they don't know God is a terrible power. And he will kill you and your damn family. He will wipe your whole bloodline out. That's what the Lord will do. So like, keep it.
Verse 11.
No, you go.
Wherein the king granted the Jews which were in every city to gather themselves together and to stand for their life to this Shalak. Now, what was that, 13?
Yeah, he was on 13. No, what?
Verse 13, the copy of the writing for the commandment to be given in every province and will publish unto our people, and that the Jews should be ready against that day to avenge themselves on their enemies. Verse 14.
Hold on, read that again.
And that the Jews should be ready against that day to avenge themselves on their enemies.
So this is how we get justice. Same way it happened right here, this is the same way it's gonna happen today when this society falls. We're gonna get our revenge. We're gonna get our justice. You think the white man think he got his hypersonic missiles, he think he got his M16 and his tanks and all that stuff. That ain't gonna mean nothing when the Lord comes and we get our revenge for everything that these fools done to us. This is what they're afraid of. Yeah, the white man don't know this. He know. They definitely know. That's why they try to keep us separated. This is why they spend billions of dollars to use to push the propaganda and to keep us separate. Because once we come together, we are unstoppable. The white man know that. That's why they kill us the way they do. This is why we oppress. They over there bombing the hell out of the damn Arabs. But you come over here, they ain't shooting no damn unarmed Arabs. They ain't shooting no Africans. They shooting us. They killing us. They in our neighborhoods policing us heavily. You go out in the other communities, you don't barely see the police out there. But they in our neighborhoods. They always in our business, worrying about what we doing, trying to see what we got going on. And then every time we do something for self, they want to come with this narrative of reverse racism. This is what they do. This is the tactic of the white man. They want to say white people experience racism too, which in these ignorant bastards don't even understand what racism is. I don't get it. They thinking we call them crackling, or we call them, you know, redneck or peep toe. They think it's a racial slur. They think it's just name calling. White person call me a nigga, okay, I'm a nigga, you a cracker. Shoot, I can call you a million names. You want to call me a monkey, all right, you an ape. How about that? You a gorilla. You call these people names back, it's just name calling, but they want to call it racial slur. This is the tactic of the white man. So like, keep moving.
Don't come. Verse 14. So the post that rode upon mules and camels went out, men hastened and pressed on by the king's commandment. And the decree was given at Shushan the palace. Verse 15. And Mordecai went out from the presence of the king in royal apparel of blue and white, and with a great crown of gold, and with a garment of fine linen and purple. And the city of Shushan rejoiced and was glad. Verse 16. The Jews had light and gladness and joy and honor.
This is the thing. You wanna get free, you wanna beat white supremacy, we gotta keep the law, statutes, and commandments, man. That's about the only thing we have to do. We just gotta follow the rules. We follow the rules and we be obedient and stop being selfish and start loving each other and stop loving these damn heathens and stop falling after their gods and get out of their damn religions, and we follow the Most High like we supposed to. This is the end reward that we get. This is how we overcome these heathens. These heathens want to kill us every day. They want to wipe us off the earth. They don't want us here. They don't want us here. That's how these heathens feel. They don't want us here. And the only way that we can overcome these heathens, we just got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. We got these Uncle Tom stepping, fetching, boot-licking Negroes that the white man pay to keep us down. Shalaki. You keep them.
Don't come.
Oh, sorry. Anybody got any questions, comments? Hey, man, y'all are dead in here, man. Y'all all right? It's been a long day. Shoot, I had a long day at the slave too, man. Shoot, white man want to work us till our fingers fall off, man. Shoot, the goddamn devil. Yeah.
It's like the system and I might have a question you want to break down on 1 Peter 4, 5-6.
I'm gonna do this, man.
Don't come. Verse 17. And in every province and in every city, whatsoever the king's commandment and his decree came, the Jews had joy and gladness.
This is the kingdom of heaven right here, man. This is the kingdom of heaven. We was free. We was free because we had a real leader, not an Uncle Tom. We didn't have a sellout like we do today. Say they leader of black people, but they getting paid by the white man, extorting black people, Hispanic people, Native Indian people. We no Uncle Toms back in that day. We got a bunch of Uncle Toms and Uncle Tacos and Uncle Tomahawks. We got sellouts in every nation, man. It's like it. Keep reading.
Don't cry. And it's like a feast and a good day. And many of the people of the land became Jews, for the fear of the Jews fell upon them.
Ooh, wait. See, this is the thing. This what every nation on the planet Earth know. They do understand this. Once we have power, they gonna fear us. They fear us now. And we don't even have no power. We don't have no power. We destroyed in this place, and they still fear us to this day. Because they understand, they like, if these niggas really wake up and understand who they really is, man, our way of life is done with. If you look at these heathen, their whole way of life is our destruction. This is what they base their whole way of life on, our destruction. Long as we on the bottom, long as we piss poor, long as we killing each other, these people are going to live comfortably. They're going to live lavish. The only way that we can destroy these people is by stop with the self-hatred and us really understanding who we really are, instead of listening to the white man and telling us we 30 different damn names, giving us every name, different name every 30 years, like calling us colored. Like, I hate that. I don't like being called no colored. That's an insult. Shoot, if I was in the world, let a white man call me a goddamn color, I'd slap the piss out of him. Call me a goddamn colored. Man, I ain't no damn colored. White people are colored. They basically the whole crayon box. Right. They get mad, they red, you punch a white person in the damn face, they turn blue, black, purple. They the whole goddamn crayon box, man. But they want to have never try to call us colored, man. That's so damn diabolical as hell. That's the same way they call us monkeys, because we run, jump high, but who the hell climbing Mount Everest? I don't see no niggas doing it. I don't know a nigga that's want to say, yeah, man, let's go to Mount Everest. Let's go climb the rocks. The niggas doing that, man. Niggas want to go out and chill and go have them a drink and listen to some music and talk and, talk shit all day. So that's what we do. White people want to go shoot deer. They want to go climb this, climb that. They want to go jump out of airplanes. Ain't no nigga going scuba diving. It's not doing that. We're not trying to go in the bottom of the ocean and try to experience what we can find at the bottom of the ocean. Niggas scared of the water, man. We don't like swimming, man. We like getting our hair wet, especially black women. Like in there, you want to piss a black woman off, get her hair wet. Get her hair wet. Shoot, white women, they don't give a damn. They'll roll around in doo-doo. They'll roll around in mud. They'd have all type of stuff in their head. And that's what they do. We don't do it. It's a lot. Period.
The book of Esther, chapter 9 and verse 1. Now in the 12th month, that is, the month of Adar, on the 13th day of the same, when the king's commandment and his decree drew near to be put in execution, and the day that the enemies of the Jews hoped to have power over them, though it was turned to the contrary, that the Jews had rule over them that hated them.
Oh, read that part again.
Though it was turned to the contrary, that the Jews had rule over them that hated them.
No, go back and look. Excuse me.
When the king's commandment and his decree drew near to be put in execution, in the day that the enemies of the Jews hoped to have power over them, though it was turned to the contrary, that the Jews had rule over them that hated them.
This is the end result when we follow the rules, man. The Bible describes over and over and over again us being in the slavery and overcoming these damn heathens. All we gotta do is follow directions and be obedient. This is how we get our power back. This is how we get our rulership back. We gotta follow laws, statutes, commandments, understand who we are, understand who the Most High is, understand what the Most High wants us to do as a nation of people, not individuals. Can't stand Christians always talking about, yeah, the Lord talked to me last night and told me this and that. What did he tell you? What did he tell you? What did he tell you? He always say he gonna get you a new car. Say he gonna get you a brand new house. He gonna get you that watch that you want. These Christians are diabolical, man. Sick in the head. It's like, period.
Verse 2. The Jews gathered themselves together in their cities throughout all the provinces of the king Ahasuerus to lay hand on such as sought their hurt, and no man could withstand them, for the fear of them fell upon all people.
This is another thing Christians don't understand. They think all the niggas in the Bible is soft. When they say laying hands, this is going to war. You laying hands. You going to war. There ain't no hugs and kisses. They make the Bible like a fairy tale, like it's just everybody in there just soft and just touchy, and it's rainbows and kisses and hearts. No, the Bible is hardcore. The Bible is full of real niggas in there. Ain't no suckers in there, man. It's like, keep reading.
What? Verse 3. Verse 3. And all the rulers of the provinces and the lieutenants and the deputies and officers of the king helped the Jews, because the fear of Mordecai fell upon them. Verse 4.
Mordecai had power. Mordecai had power, and these heathens was moving. Everything he said, these heathens moved. They were scared of him. They understood the Lord was with Mordecai. They understood that. When you keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, and when you obedience to the Most High, these heathens can't touch you. They can't touch you. No matter what they try to do, they can't take it. It's not going to prevail. What's that scripture? Everybody in the Christian people quoting. Shoot. Is it? I think it's in Colossians or 1 Corinthians. No weapon formed against me shall not prosper.
Yeah, come around.
This is what the scripture is talking about. It's not talking about physical. This is the spiritual. This is what Christians don't understand. Meaning, when you are keeping the law, statutes, commandments, and you being obedient to the Lord, no matter what these people try to throw at us or try to come at us with, it's not going to prosper. It's going to fail. It's going to fail. That's why here in the UPK, we keep the law, statutes, commandments. We don't break laws. We ain't out here. We ain't criminals. We don't live the lifestyle that we used to live back in the world. We don't do the things that we used to do in the world. We don't hang around the same people that we hung out in the world. You want to know why the UPK still stand? Because we follow what the Lord say. We obedient to the Most High. And see why these other groups is falling. Look what happened to Chicago. They fell apart. Why? Because they ain't obedient to the Most High. They not obedient to the Most High. See, all these other groups, all these other leaders, they failed. They failed because the Lord wasn't with them. Why the Lord wasn't with them? Because they didn't keep the law, statutes, commandments. They didn't keep the law, statutes, commandments. This is why the white man can't. Shalom Christ. This is why the white man can't bring the UPK down. So this is why UPK still stands. We've been standing since 1969. 1969, that's a long time. You see all these other groups, they come up because nobody know them, but they don't prosper. In the UPK, we grow bigger every year. I guarantee the Passover, man, it's gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be. I'm seeing brothers getting raised up, brothers getting ranked, brothers and sisters coming to the school, they getting their name because we prosper. The Lord is with the UPK, man. Not with these other groups. Sooner or later, I'll be glad when the Purple Power Rangers fall. The Purple People Eaters. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna say their name because I ain't gonna give them power. The Purple People Eaters, they next. They are next. It's like, keep reading.
Oh, come on. Verse 4. For Mordecai was great in the king's house, and his fame went out throughout all the provinces. For this man Mordecai waxed greater and greater.
Man, let me tell you something. Mordecai, what he did, the Lord rewarded him with everything because he followed directions. And you know what else? Esther followed what Mordecai said. She didn't, just because she had power, she knew her place. She knew her place. She wasn't big-headed. She didn't talk back. She called a concert and she followed orders. That's what she did. Now look what's going on. Now look, you look in the scriptures. The Jews is on top. Keep reading.
Verse 5. Thus the Jews smote all their enemies with the stroke of the sword.
With what?
With the stroke of the sword.
You mean to tell me that there's love and happiness in the Bible? Christians don't read this. Christians don't read it. I know damn sure they don't read this. You read it to a Christian, they starstruck. What? They did what? Nah, Is that what Bible you read? That's the wrong Bible. No, it's the right one. You reading the wrong one. Keep reading.
Come. And slaughter and destruction.
And what?
And slaughter and destruction.
What is slaughter, man? Somebody tell me what slaughter is. Damn, y'all know what slaughter is? I know you know. What's slaughter?
Murder.
What kind of murder though? It's like, I give you a hint. What you know what a mass shooter is? What does a mass shooter do? What is his mission? To do what?
To kill multiple people.
That's what slaughter is. Mass killing. Mass killing. It's mass killing in the Bible, man. Christians don't know this, man. I didn't even know this when I was in the world. I didn't even know I was a Christian. I ain't never really just went to church like that. I ain't never considered myself as a Christian. But the way I was moving in the world, yeah, I was a Christian. I just said I believe in God. I believe in God. Hey, we all human. What I thought. But I thought wrong. I thought like a damn Christian. God don't love everybody, and we should love everybody. You think God loved everybody in the scripture right here? That everybody that was going against the Jews? You think God loved what's his name again? Haman. You think the Lord loved Haman? Hell no, he couldn't stand Haman. That's why he took him out. He had to get up out the way so Mordecai can complete the mission. This is what happens when we keep the law, statutes, commandments. Anything that he's even trying to come at us, the Lord is going to knock it out the way. We don't have to lay a finger on these people. The Lord going to deal with them. So I keep reading.
Oh God. And did what they would unto those that hated them. Verse 6. And in Shushan the palace, the Jews slew and destroyed 500 men.
Lord. How many men?
500 men.
Yeah, that's mass killing right there. They shoot 500 men. 500. Man, just imagine 500 dead bodies just in one pile of war of heathens. Everybody that hated us and wanted to kill us, we get our revenge back. This is what we're going to do to the white man. This is what we're going to do to the white man. We're going to destroy these people. We ain't going to destroy all of them, but they got to build our kingdom up. And they're going to pick cotton, too. They're going to pick cotton. They're going to be shoe shining. I'm going to have our shoe, my plantation. Hey, they're gonna be shot more than boots. They're gonna be washing shoestrings, socks, drawers, everything. They doing everything. They want, it's a lot. But I don't want to be on Zabak. I feel bad for the devil that's on Zabak plantation. You on Zabak plantation, well, you finna catch hell. You gonna be on this plantation. Ooh, it's like you read.
Oh God.
I had to get it to you, man.
Verse 7. And Parshandatha and Dopha and Asphra. Verse 8. And Paratha and Adalia and Aradapha. Verse 9. And Parmashta and Arasai and Arida and Bajesta. Verse 10. The 10 sons of Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the enemy of the Jews.
Took out not just Haman, took out his whole bloodline. All his sons gone. This was Isaiah 14 and 2.
21.
14 and 21. We're gonna take out not only the white man, we're gonna take out his sons and his nephews. We're gonna wipe his whole bloodline out. This is what happens when you mess with the Lord's people. The Lord gonna wipe your whole family out.
The enemy of the Jews slew they, but on the spoil laid they not their hand. Verse 11. And that day the change, like the number of those that were slain and Shushan the palace was brought before the king. Verse 12. And the king said unto Esther the queen, the Jews have slain and destroyed 500 men in Shushan the palace, and the 10 sons of Haman. What have they done in the rest of the king's prophecy? Now what is thy petition? And it shall be granted thee. And or what is thy request further? And it shall be done thee. Verse 13. Then said Esther, if it please the king, let it be granted to the Jews which are in Shushan to do tomorrow also according unto this day's decree. And let Haman's 10 sons be hanged upon the gallows.
Oh, not only just Haman been hung on the gallows, his 10 sons gonna be hung on it too. They paying for the sins of their father. Just like we paying for the sins of our father. All these heathens, they gonna pay for the sins of their father, especially the white man. I can't wait till the white man get it. I'll be glad seeing the white man hanging on the goddamn tree. I can't wait. It's like seeing them out there crawling on all fours. They out there fighting over a piece of meat. Yeah, they gonna get it bad too. So like,
Verse 14, the king commanded it so to be done. And the decree was given at Shushan, and they hanged Haman's 10 sons. Verse 15, for the Jews that were in Shushan gathered themselves together on the 14th day, also of the month Adar, and slew 300 men at Shushan.
Man, they killed 300 more. Boy, they just around here, boy, they out there just going, they stepping on everybody. They stepping on everybody try to step on us. Keep reading.
But on the prey they laid not their hand. Verse 16. But the other Jews that were in the king's provinces gathered themselves together and stood for their lives and had rest from their enemies and slew of their foes 75,000.
God, boy, that's a lot. See, this is payback. This is what the white man knows. He knows this. And he understands that once we really get back to where we need to be, oh, it's a wrap. Once the first missile gets fired, it's over with. White society is done. It's already cooked now. It's still in the oven right now. It's still baking. Once it's done, oh man, it's a wrap. These damn devils are scared. That's why they trying to cater to us now. Oh, black people this, black people that. Nah, no, you wasn't our friend then. Now when you going through hell, oh, now you want to cater to us now. Now you want to kiss our feet. Nah, stay over there. Keep reading.
Verse 17, and on the 13th day of the month Adar, and on the 14th day of the same rested day, and made it a day of feasting and gladness. Verse 18, but the Jews that were at Shushan assembled together on the 13th day thereof, and on the 14th thereof, and on the 15th day of the same they rested, and made it a day of feasting and gladness. Verse 19.
Man, we had a party, man. We was celebrating. Same way with the Passover, because we celebrate when our enemies fall. We have a feast. Just like how the white man had Thanksgiving, what they did to the native Indians, we are going to have a feast when this place falls. So we have 2 Passovers. You like, that's the truth. Yeah.
Verse 19.
Verse 19.
You come up there. Each one.
Chapter 9 of verse 19. Therefore the Jews of the villages that dwelt in the unwalled towns made their 14th day of the month Adar, a day of gladness and feasting, and a good day, and of sending portions one to another. Verse 20. And Mordecai wrote these things and sent letters unto all the Jews that were all in the provinces of the king, Azores, both nigh and far, Verse 21. To establish this among them, that they should keep the 14th day of the month Adar and the 15th day of the same yearly.
This is basically the Passover right here. That's what it is. It's Passover. Keep reading.
Verse 16.
No, so like not the Passover. Trick. It's the the Feast of Purim. I'm thinking of the Passover. I'm way ahead. It's a lie. Forgive me. Keep reading.
Verse 16. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the fire of God is fallen from heaven and hath burned up the sheep and the servants and consumed them. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee. Verse 17. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the Chaldeans made out to thee bands and fell upon the camels and have carried them away.
Mm-hmm.
Yet and slain the servants with the edge of the sword. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee. Verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, thy sons and thy daughters were eating and drinking wine on the eldest brother's house. Verse 19. And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness and smote the four corners of the house, and it fell upon the young men, and they are dead, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. Verse 20. Then Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head and fell down upon the ground.
Come on, Slaggy, where you at?
Verse 20.
Yeah, you are somewhere else. I had to real bang like phone. I'm like you read should be in it should be 18. 9 and 18. Yeah, you read somewhere else.
Yeah, this page cut out. You go to jobs after this.
Yeah. No, you swap. Yeah, you see the 9 and 18?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Verse 18. But the Jews that were at Shushan assembled together on the 13th day, therefore, and on the 14th, therefore, and on the 15th day of the same they rested, and made it a day of feasting and gladness.
Yeah, this is the Feast of Purim right here. This is where you get the Feast of Purim. Keep reading.
Verse 19. Therefore the Jews of the villages that dwelt in the unwalled towns made the 14th day of the month Adar, a day of gladness and feasting, and a good day, and of sending portions to one another. Verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
And Mordecai wrote these things and sent letters unto all the Jews that were all in the province of the king Ahasuerus, both nigh and far. 21. To establish this among them, that he should keep the 14th day of the month Adar, and the 15th day of the same yearly. Verse 22. And the days wherein the Jews rested from their enemies, and the month which was turned into them from sorrow to joy.
See, when we had peace. This is when we in our heaven, man. We finally had peace from our enemies. And we had none to worry. This is what is going to happen when white society falls. We're going to have peace. You think we have peace right now? Man, we still in destruction. We ain't have peace until we are in rulership and the white man is on the bottom. We have said we ain't got to get up at no 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to go to some devil slavery. You know, we ain't got to worry about the police pulling us over and shooting us on the side of the road. We don't have to worry about that. Once we get in that day, we're going to be a real peace. We won't have to worry about being discriminated and, being homeless and worrying about if we got a winner to a pot to piss in or a winner to throw it out of, but we going to own everything. We don't have to worry about going hungry. None of that. This is when we have peace. So like
it says, do you want to go through the question in the chat, or do you want to keep?
No, I'm gonna do it at the end.
And from morning into a good day, And they shall make them days of feasting and joy, and of sending portions one to another and gifts to the poor. Verse 23. And the Jews undertook to do as they had begun, and as Mordecai had written unto them. Verse 24.
That's a troll.
That's a trouble.
Yeah, that's like a troll. Yeah. You just bunch of them bastards come in here. He be all right.
Like it. Verse 24. Because Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, the enemy of all the Jews, had devised against the Jews to destroy them, and had cast that is the lot, to consume them and to destroy them. Verse 25. But when
They casting lots against us. Meaning you basically casting lots and shooting dice. But they used to use these dice to cast lots on how they're going to, destroy us. You look at modern day, shooting dice, you just swoop a nigga shoot dice, they shoot for money. That's what you get craps from. When you get the game craps, or what do you call it, 3 dice, CeeLos?
I don't cover.
Yeah, CeeLos. But back in that time, they roll the dice to see what it rolls on. That's how they, judge us, or they, persecute us, or how to destroy us. So like, keep reading.
Verse 25. But when Esther came before the king, he commanded by letters that his wicked device, which he devised against the Jews, should return upon his own head.
Oh, read that again.
But when Esther came before the king, he commanded by letters that his wicked device, which he devised against the Jews.
So that wicked device against the Jews was them gallows that Haman built, and he had prepared for Mordecai and the Jews. The same way the white man dropped drugs in our neighborhood, his own device turned on him. Now you see white drug addicts. They on fentanyl. They all, they everything. Pill heads, crack heads, weed heads, junkies, bums. They everything. They homeless. Everything all the devices that they had against us is now turning on them. Now it fell on their head. Now you see the food stamp crisis, the EBT crisis. White people are crying. They crying about food stamps. They crying about government assistance. But they say, oh, black people, what they call black women, the EBT queen or whatever. What they call black women? They call black women something. Damn, what was the term that they had? Anyway, I mean, no. When black women on Section 8, the government assistance, what they call them?
Single mothers.
No. What the hell they call it? Not EBT queens, but something else. Yeah, welfare queens. Yeah, they call black women welfare queens, but white women are on welfare more than anybody. They get government assistance more than anybody. So how?
They did a research and it said white is 90 billion white people on government assistance, and it was like 30 billion black people.
You mean million?
Million, yeah.
Billion.
Yeah, it was like the bill was like way higher than ours, but they always kind of y'all on government assistance or y'all getting these.
What was the numbers again?
It was 90
million?
90 million for the white people, and it was like 30 for the blacks.
And they want to call us lazy. White people rule the damn earth. And how the hell you get government assistance? I don't get it. You got everything. Ain't no way. Shoot, I know white people gonna be on government. We gonna be giving them food stamps. We don't give them food stamps when we get in the kingdom. They can get a little welfare check, They get about 300-400 of food stamps. We'll give them crumbs, like they give us crumbs. I heard a white woman say she get $3,500 in food stamps. How the hell you get $3,500 in food stamps, man? For 7 kids. You don't need $3,500 to take it. All you need is what? For 7 kids? Shoot, you going food shopping? I don't know if I can spend that much money on food. $3,500. Shoot. Oh, Yo, you got the okay.
Yeah, I had to look it up and try to say right. But they said 37% whites, 26% blacks, 16% Hispanic, 3% Asian, and 2% Native American.
Wow. And they want to call black women welfare queens. Well, white people, period, are on welfare more than black folks. A nigga will go out and go make $1 out of $1 out of 15 cents. White man won't know what to do. He don't know how to make $1 out of 15 cents. He'll steal your shit. That's what he gonna do. He gonna steal. If he ain't got nothing, he hungry. What the white man gonna do? He gonna kill something. He gonna kill something to feed his family. He gonna steal something. That's what they do today. Nigga gonna go out and hustle. We gonna go out there, man. We gotta go get this. I gotta get this pack off, man. I gotta get this money. I got kids I gotta feed. White man gonna be like, I'm finna go rob these people over here. I'm gonna steal everything they got. I gotta feed my family. So like, go ahead, sis.
That was the rating for 2025.
Damn.
That's the new one.
Oh, read that again.
37% white, 26% African American, 16% Hispanic, 3% Asian, and 2% Native American.
And white people got the goddamn nerve to talk about black people, saying people we lazy. We are lazy. In 2025, man, you got white people been on welfare for many years. Lazy as hell, don't go. That's why you see white people. I wonder why, like, how do white people be going out during the day? We at work. You see white people enjoying themselves. They out having beer and lunch. They just having a good time. How the hell are these people? What the hell are these people doing? A lot of them on government assistance. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I say the kids don't be at school. They in the mall on the weekday.
Hell yeah, they balling. While we at work, slaving. Trying to make it, we making pennies on $1, and these bastards getting government assistance. $35, $45, $100 a month. I wish I could get that too. I'll be lazy too. I get that type of money. I pay the rent, shoot, pay my rent, have some food, and I still got money left over. I'm gonna go to the mall and help the mall too. Shoot, man. Go ahead, sister.
I was just going to let you see when I was saying about the millions earlier. They got way more than 6.8 million.
That is ridiculous. God damn. Man, they got us by a lump sum too. White man's a goddamn devil, the Bible speaks of it, man. You got the nerve trying to talk about black people, man. So like, you finish reading the scriptures. Oh, yeah.
No, I was gonna say it's verse 22.
Yeah, verse 20, chapter 9, verse 22.
Saul to Georgia.
Just start at 22.
The book of Esther, chapter 9, verse 22. As the days wherein the Jews rested from their enemies, and the month which was turned unto them from sorrow to joy, and from mourning into a good day, that they should be made, like they should make them days of feasting and joy, and of sending portions one to another, and gifts to the poor. Verse 23.
Now, hold on, they did what? Read that part again.
Like that they should make them days of feasting and joy, and of sending portions one to another, and gifts to the poor.
This is what righteous women and men and women do. We take care of our people. When we on top, we supposed to take care of our people. All the rappers you see with all the money and all that stuff, all the athletes with all this money, you know what they're supposed to do with that money? They're supposed to take care of the poor. The pastor said himself a man of God, but this greedy nigga sit around and say, "Oh yeah, pay your tithes and offerings." And once he gets that money, that nigga will go and buy him a new Cadillac. Or he gonna buy him a brand new house, or he gonna buy him a boat. He go on vacation with his family, put his kids through college, while black people still suffering. You got people in your congregation still riding the damn bus to church every Sunday, faithfully. You can't even tell me you can't help your people in the congregation get a car? You can't help them get their license? You mean to tell me that these pastors got all this damn money, all this influence, and you mean to tell me you can't help your own people? Goddamn these pastors, man. So like, this is what real leaders of the black community are supposed to do, right here. Take care of your people. when you get a lot of money, knowing you got way more money for yourself, take care of your people. You got rappers buying all types of Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and Rolls Royce. You know, a Rolls Royce is a $500,000 car. I actually seen a Rolls Royce, I actually been in one. They are very a $500,000 car. You need to tell me $500,000 on a vehicle that you drive off the lot is going to lose its value. You know what you can do with 500,000? 500,000. That's a lot of money. 100,000 is a lot of money. You can feed a nation with that. One man with $500,000 can feed a whole nation. That's a lot of goddamn money. It's like, keep reading.
Okay. Verse 23. And the Jews undertook to do as they had begun, and as Mordecai is written unto them. Verse 24. Because Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, the enemy of all the Jews.
Keep on saying Haman, that damn adversary. Oh Lord, Lord knew what he was doing when he put that in the Bible. He got to say Haman a million times to understand. This bastard right here was just trying to kill y'all. And I got to say his name 1,000 times. I got to spread this in y'all brain to understand this bastard here is the enemy. This is what we do when we go to camp. We ain't bred that tell our people that the white man is the goddamn devil the Bible speak of. We got to say it a million times. People don't understand the white man isn't. They think the devil's the little red dude with the pitchfork and the horns and all that good crap. They don't know the white man works for Satan. You don't understand that. You read.
The backslider had devised against the Jews to destroy them, and had cast Pur, that is, the lot, to consume them and to destroy them. Verse 25. But when Esther came before the king, he commanded by letters that his wicked device.
So the wicked device, again, it's saying that wicked device. What's that wicked device? Them gallows. Gallows that he had prepared for Mordecai. Like I said, there ain't nothing new under the sun. The Bible is just constantly repeating itself over and over and over again. Because we're going through the same cycle over and over and over again. I don't understand how we don't understand this. But our people are lost, and this is our job in the UPK as priests and prophets of the Lord, is to wake our people up, help them understand, hey, we have to break this cycle that we are in. If we don't break this cycle, we keep repeating the same thing. We're gonna get into the kingdom of heaven. Once we get in power, we're gonna get too big-headed, and then we're gonna mess up and we're gonna F up, and then the Lord will put us right back in slavery for another 400 years. I ain't trying to go on no slavery again. I'm tired of being in the condition that we're living in now. I ain't trying to go through that no more. I want rulership. Damn the white man. I'm on the fall. It's like keep reading.
God. Which he had devised against the Jews, should return upon his own head, that he and his sons should be hanged on the gallows. Verse 26. Wherefore they call these days Purim.
The what?
They call these days Purim.
This is where we get the Feast of Purim from, right here. This day here, these 2 days here, is us overcoming our destruction. Well, overcoming our enemies, like not our destruction. This is a memorial that we celebrate every year to remind that, hey, we have overcame our enemies. To pass on right around the corner. I can't wait. It's like, keep reading.
Don't come. After the name of Purim. Therefore, all the words of this letter and of that which they had seen concerning this matter, and which had come unto them, verse 27, the Jews ordained, and took upon them, and upon their seed, and upon all such as joined themselves unto them, so as it should not fail, that they would keep these 2 days according to their writing, and according to their appointed time every year. Verse 28, and that these days should be remembered and kept throughout every generation.
Throughout what?
Every generation.
So all you funky feet Christians talking about, oh, we ain't got to do this and do that. What the scripture just say?
that they should be kept throughout every generation.
This is what we should celebrate every year. Not only just this memorial, but all the high holy days and the memorial days. We're supposed to keep this every single generation. It's supposed to keep going on and on non-stop. We so damn destroyed in this place. We thinking that, celebrating the white man's holidays and all this stuff. What's going on right now? Ain't Lent going on right now? Lent? I mean, what thing they got going on around this time? I know they have something before before Easter. I think it's Lent.
I think Lent, you talking about they go and find the clovers.
I think so. No, not St. Patrick's Day. I think it's Lent. I'm not mistaken.
Look up Lent.
Cause I know after what's it called? Valentine's Day. It's something they celebrate. I think it's Lent, if I'm not mistaken. Look up what Lent, the days of Lent. I think it's for like 30 days or something like that. I think it's like they fast.
You talking about Ramadan?
No, not Ramadan. It's damn.
So like, who you talking about? Like Islam or?
I think Ramadan is Islam, but I think Lent is something with the Jewish community. Something they do.
This year, Lent begins on March 5th and ends on April 17th.
That's what's going on right now.
You got a description of what it is?
Lent is 40 days long to represent the 40 days that Jesus spent fasting and praying in the desert before starting his own ministry.
The white man is a sucker, man. I swear to you. Lent. What the hell? Go ahead.
That's a Jamaican holiday.
Nah, it's good.
Nah, it's saying what it say? What you read?
You started from who?
Start from who? I don't think it's Jamaicans. I ain't never heard of Jamaicans.
Nah, it don't say it was started by. It say
Say who really said? Look up who celebrated.
I don't know. It's wrong.
I'm like, I don't think the Vegemites.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Like, I can guarantee you none of them is actually not eating or drinking for 40 days.
I'm pretty sure.
As soon as the sun go down, they eat a meal.
Yeah, man. Yeah, these bastards here, boy, they suckers, man. They ain't no warriors like we are. They don't suffer.
Catholicism.
Roman Catholics?
Yeah.
What it called?
Catholicism.
Oh, the Roman Catholic Church.
Mm-hmm.
The House of Pedophiles. They go celebrate 40 days and 40 nights. Jesus don't even like these people. It's crazy, man. He doesn't like it. Jesus don't even like these people, man. They going, we celebrate Jesus. Jesus don't even like you, man. Like, you
throughout every generation, every family, every province, and every city. And that these days of Purim should not fail from among the Jews.
And this is only for the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else, man. This is ours. This belongs to us. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. Because when we celebrate these high holidays, that's where the heathens gonna be at. They gonna be somewhere out in the field picking cotton or picking sugar cane or getting their backs ripped for being disobedient while we having and spending while we celebrating our high holy days and our memorials. They ain't got nothing to do with the heathens. It's like keep it. I think you want it's like 28.
That these days Purim should not fail from among the Jews, nor the memorial of them perish from their seed. Verse 29. Then Esther the queen, the daughter of Abihail, and Mordecai the Jew, wrote with all authority to confirm this second letter of Purim. Verse 30. And he sent the letters unto all the Jews, to the 127 provinces of the kingdom of Ahasuerus.
See, this is the thing. You don't understand that the Bible is only talking about one specific people. It keeps saying Jews. It's not saying everybody. It's not saying, oh, we send it to the Edomites, we send it to the Hamites, the Jebusites, the Agrites, the Amalekites. No, this only specific for the Jews. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. This whole Bible is talking about one group of people. Keep reading.
Okay. With words of peace and truth. Verse 31. To confirm these days of Purim in their times appointed, according as Mordecai the Jew and Esther the queen had enjoined them, and as they had decreed for themselves and for their seed the matters of the fastings and their cry. Verse 32. And the decree of Esther confirmed these matters of Purim, and it was written in the book.
It's written in the book, man. Keep reading.
The book of Esther, chapter 10 and verse 1. And the king Ahasuerus laid a tribute upon the land and upon the isles of the sea. Verse 2. And all the acts of his power and of his might, and the declaration of greatness of Mordecai, whereunto the king advanced him. Are they not written in the book of Chronicles of the kings of Media and Persia? Verse 3. For Mordecai the Jew was next unto King Ahasuerus, and great among the Jews, and accepted of the multitude of his brethren, seeking the wealth of his people, and speaking peace to all his seed.
That's it. Now you gotta understand that is the whole reason why we celebrate the Feast of Purim. This whole book right here. This whole book. Everything that happened in this book, this is the reason why we celebrate the Feast of Purim. So it got nothing to do with nobody else but the Jews. The Jews only. Not a Jewish man, not a white man, not an Arab, not an Arab. Not a Chinese, Japanese, Filipino, none of them. They got nothing to do with nobody else but the Jews. And who are the Jews? The Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And with that, anybody got any questions, comments, anything? Before we get out of here?
Ain't that first have a question?
No.
Oh, yeah. What's that scripture?
1 Peter chapter 4, verses 5 and 6.
Yeah, I was looking at it earlier. Chapter 4.
Chapter 4, verse 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 5 and 6.
Okay, read it.
The book of 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 5. It's like verse 5. Who shall give account to him that is ready to judge the quick and the dead? Verse 6. For this cause was the gospel preached also to them that are dead, that they might be judged according to men in the flesh, but live according to God in the spirit.
Go up. Read verse 1.
Verse 1. For as much then as Christ has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind.
So the thing is, the way Christ walked, the way Christ lived in the flesh and suffered for us in the flesh, it's the same way we have to do, period.
For he that has suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin. Verse 2.
So just because Christ didn't sin, just because Christ lived in the flesh and he didn't sin, don't mean because we live in the flesh and we don't have a reason to sin. This is basically talking about us being like Christ. You hear Christians always talk about Christ like, but do you keep the law, statutes, and commandments? Do you know that we're supposed to be eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster? Do you understand that we're supposed to love our people only? Do you understand these things? This is how Christ moved. Christ didn't go out and save everybody. He didn't want to save everybody. His mission was to bring his people back together as one. Christ's whole mission is to teach brotherhood and sisterhood. This is what we lack at in the Black community. Keep reading.
Verse 2. That he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of God. Verse 3. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentile, when we walk in lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, revelings, banqueting, and abominable idolatry.
See, this is what our flesh want to do. Our flesh wants to sin, but our spirit doesn't. And our spirit, we have to fight against our flesh every single day. This is why we say in the UPK, life is warfare. You're going to war every day with your flesh. Your flesh wants to lust. Your flesh wants to sin. Your flesh wants to go after all these, abominable things. We have to fight against that. Christ fought against that. The same way Christ fought against it, we got to do the same thing. If we say we follow the Christ, right? We have to do the same thing Christ did. Good.
It's like, if I may, that's why, it's a lot of times when some people, like, they say when they pray, like, it's always something like, they feel like rushing them to get done with their prayer, so they can go to a distraction or something. It's like your flesh fighting against you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? To try to distract you from the Most High.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's basically what it is. It's basically like your flesh is like, what's that scripture? Said, I think it's in in Corinthians or First Timothy. This is one of these scriptures which says about us fighting against our flesh. We have to fight against our flesh. We have to, because Christ, he walked in the flesh. Christ didn't sin. Yeah, Christ was tempted. Christ was tempted by Satan. But did he follow through what Satan said? No. The same way that Christ was tempted every day. They was trying to find a fault on this man so they have a reason to kill him. They try to have a reason to take out Christ because they knew he was the king of the Jews. They knew it. And they was trying to find every little thing, every little reason to say, oh yeah, he sinned. He's supposed to be the king of the Jews, but he did this, this, and that. They tried to find every little thing on Christ. And Christ did not sin not one time. Now we say we follow Christ, we have to walk in that same walk Christ did. We have to suffer. We have to suffer. We have to take sacrifices. We have to take a lot of sacrifices to live this lifestyle that we live. People think it's looking on the outside, looking in, and thinking that, we just a bunch of niggas, speaking on the corner, but they don't know what's going on in our households. They don't know what we're fighting against. This fight ain't for everybody. This ain't for the weak. I tell you, being a priest is the hardest job. You think the white man got some hard jobs out there. Being a priest is the hardest job on the planet Earth because you have major responsibilities. So keep reading.
Verse 4, wherein they think it strange that you are not with them to the same excess of writing.
Let me tell you something. So read that part again.
Wherein they think it's strange.
They think it's strange. Now, when you come into the UPK, every brother and sister experienced this. Tell me if I'm lying. When you first came into the UPK, you learn the scriptures and you start changing your whole, your whole way of life, the way you dress, the way you talk, and all this stuff. Have y'all ever experienced even from your family down to your friends and say, hey, you moving kind of different? They look at you strange. Mm-hmm. They think it's strange because the way we move, the way we talk, the way we walk, the way we do certain things, the things we used to do, we don't do anymore. They think it's strange. They thought Christ was strange. Now, the way we follow Christ, keeping the law, statutes, commandments, brothers and sisters in the world, they think it's strange. Saying the white man is the devil is strange to them. Loving just only our people only and hating everybody else is strange. It's not familiar. This is how people on the outside, brothers and sisters on the outside, look. Read that scripture again, so like.
Oh God. Verse 4, wherein they think it strange, that you are not with them to the same excess of riot.
So yeah, they think it's strange because, you know, we don't go out and sin anymore. We don't go out and smoke weed. We don't go out and eat pork. We don't go out and chase hoes and all that stuff. They think it's strange. They think it's strange because we don't do the things that we used to do when we was in the world anymore. They think it's strange because we don't go to church on Sundays. They think it's strange that we say, okay, you know, hey, the white man's the devil. We know the white man's the most evilest bastard on the planet Earth. You know, hey, I love my people. Oh, they think it's strange. They think it's strange that, you know, we know we are the real Jews. That Christ is a black man. God is black. All the men in the Bible is black. They think it's strange that we understand the Bible. And we understand the laws, statutes, commandments, the things we're supposed to do and the things we ain't supposed to do. They think it's strange that we're obedient. Our whole demeanor changed. It's strange to them. Keep reading.
Speaking evil of you.
Yeah. When they everybody experiences with their family. Oh man, you hate white people? Oh, you evil. You going to hell. You going to hell. You can't hate white people. Some good white people. Damn the white man. I have to tell my mama that. God damn the white man. Damn them. I don't give a damn about them white folks. You can be friends with them. You can trust them in your house. You better not bring that goddamn cracker near me. I don't trust them. I don't like these people. I had to tell my own mama that. My father understood. He knew I didn't like white people. I ain't never liked white people before I came to the truth. I just thought that was weird. They like white people like that. They smell funny, they stink, and they ugly. So like, I always thought like that. I thought like that when I was in the world. I just never had white friends. Like, you don't look like me. Who is you? I've never seen one of you before. It's like, you know, white people do the same thing, right? They ain't never seen a black person before. Like, I've never seen one of you before. Yeah, I've never seen you before. Who are you? What are you? Are you human? Why your skin white? Like, keep reading.
Verse 5, who shall give account to him that is ready to judge the quick and the dead?
Like, who is ready? Who? Like, come on, now read it again. Slide. I'm going too fast.
Who shall give account to him that is ready to judge the quick and the dead?
Keep reading.
Verse 6, for this cause was the gospel preached also to them that are dead.
Hold on, read that again.
For this cause was the gospel preached also to them that are dead.
So the gospel that's preached. Anybody know what the gospel is? That's preached. Anybody? I'm take a crack at it, man. Go ahead.
Man, white people gonna be slaves.
Yeah, but overall, like, what was the gospel that Christ taught? Because right now we're doing it today. What was the gospel that Christ taught? I just said it earlier too.
Well, the Jews is the lost sheep, and then he trying to like get us all back.
I give you that, but that ain't what I'm looking for. I just said it earlier. Okay, I give y'all a hint. What? Damn, I'm trying to figure out without giving it to y'all. I'm trying to think without giving it to y'all. I just said it earlier too. I just said it. What was Christ's whole mission? I know y'all two know. I know you know. What was Christ's whole mission? What was his main goal? And why did the Lord send Christ here?
To bring all his people back together.
How was he doing it? By doing what? By teaching
us to take care of each other and come together.
By
making brotherhood.
He got it. Give him a hand. That's the gospel. Teaching brothers and sisters how to love each other. You know, Just because, you know, we see a brother coming out the world, coming into this school, man, we don't judge him for his past. We don't do that. We build that brother up. We build that sister up. Okay, you used to be a stripper. Okay, you don't do that no more. Oh, but you used to be a drug dealer. Okay, stop selling drugs. You know, you no longer live that lifestyle anymore. You come in here, you're gonna get fixed. We're gonna heal you up in here. This is Christ's whole mission. This is the gospel, teaching the truth, teaching brotherhood and sisterhood how to love each other. So I keep reading.
That they may be judged according to men in the flesh, but live according to God in the spirit.
Read that from the top again.
Verse 6. For this cause was the gospel preached also to them that are dead.
So also so preaching the gospel that them are dead. Who is the dead that we're talking about? I know you know. Who is the dead that it's talking about? I know you know. I know you know. Nah, you accept for this question. I want to see if the troopers or the sisters can figure this out. Well, if you're in the chat, you can answer too.
Christians.
I give you that one, but she close. She is close.
Sinners.
Who is the dead? Yes, it's sellers, but we got, you know, white man is a seller, you know, who is the dead? She close.
Well, I'd say like people that dead in the spirit.
Yeah. But who is this talking about though? I said this earlier too. I give y'all a hint. It's only talking about our people only though. It's not talking about nobody else. You got it? I know you know. I know you know. Nobody want to answer? I'm gonna get to Kanaki. I'm gonna give y'all one more chance.
He's now. Simple answer.
Y'all know? I said it earlier. All right, go ahead.
And people in the world.
People in the world. My brothers and sisters in the world, they're dead. They're spiritually dead. Mm-hmm. He was close, and the sister was close. Yeah, it's talking about our people. It's dead. It's not talking about physically, it's talking about spiritually. You know, a brother that's on drugs, he's spiritually dead. Mm-hmm. A brother out there hating his brother. You look at every gang member out there. They're dead. They're spiritually dead because we're hating our own people. We're killing each other. This deep hatred that we have against each other because we're spiritually dead. So, any more on that?
I just keep going to the.
Yeah, just read from the top again. Read 6 again. So,
verse 6. For this cause was the gospel preached also to them that are dead, that they might be judged according to men in the flesh, but live according to God in the spirit. So you might be judged according to the man in flesh, but you gonna live once you get yourself right and start refreshing yourself and living new. You gonna live in the spirit of the Lord. Reset. Verse 7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober.
Be there sober. What it means to be sober? Anybody answer this one?
No drugs, alcohol.
Nah, this is not talking about. This is spiritual. I'm gonna sit there. You know. I know you know.
Like anyway.
Oh, follow the commandments.
I give you that one. That ain't what I'm looking for though. Anybody else? Like this is like this can be physical and spiritual, but it's not talking about you being high and drunk and all. This is basically this is an easy answer. Like I'm pretty sure he know. Once he tell y'all what this is, you gonna be like, well, damn, I should have known that. This is an easy answer. Y'all want to take another crack at it? Going once, going twice. I'm getting to the backyard.
Just two answers.
Oh,
Check. Manama said clear-minded, wise to the truth, and Alexandria said vigilant.
there you go. Clear mind, you being focused. Focus, meaning that you're focused spiritually. You can be focused, physically, and still be a piece of shit at the same time, spiritually. It's a lot, my language. Any more on that?
That's it.
You sure that's it?
Ah, it's a lot. And what unto prayer?
Yeah, just basically be focused. So mind. Does that answer your question, sis? She's still in the chair. Before we get out of here. Anybody got anything else before we get out of here? No. Okay. All right. With that, this is the ISUPK, starting on West, 125th Street, New York, under Commander YAHANNA. Established in 1969. I'm precinct officer of 500 Hafala, and that is it for tonight's closing of the Feast of Purim. Okay.